What's happening, man? It's your boy popped up back with another important video. Listen, pay close attention, because I'm about to tell y'all about a new program they rolling out called FEDS Now. FEDS Now. Do your research on it. All that shit you been hearing about, New World Order, one world government, one world currency. This is it, people. So like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you ain't already done that. And if you, anybody you know, want to promote whatever they got going on our channels, just go to popituppromo@gmail.com, send us an email. FEDS Now is a program that they're about to roll out. And this is how they're going to consolidate everybody when it comes to financial institutions. They telling you, oh, you'll be able to send money immediately. You'll be able to pay bills. You'll be able to do all this. This is equivalent to what they have in China called WeChat Pay. And I told y'all how quick that shit was. A guy jaywalked, and by the time he made it to the middle of the road, they fined him. And by the time he made it across the street, they had to went into his account and paid that fine without his approval, notifying him or none of that. So this is what's going to happen. See, the difference between a CBDC, if you know what a CBDC is, that's the central, it's central banking digital currency. Digital currency. This is why everything's going digital. They don't know about the $1 million you got buried in the backyard. They can't trace that, but they can trace that digital money. And this is why they're switching everything over. And you're not going to hear about this stuff. They're not going to put this stuff in the news. It's just going to sneak up on you. Before you know it, you're going to say, damn, Duck told us about FEDS Now. This is a new program they're rolling out. And like I say, this whole one world government, one world currency. Why do they want a one world currency? I told people, like, people don't understand. The reason why the Titanic sunk, it wasn't because it was broke. It was designed to sink because there was people at the time, rich people, that didn't agree with the way they wanted to do the money structure. You talking JP Morgans, we talking the Rothschilds and a couple of other motherfuckers. And if you do your research on it, that boat sunk to kill those who wasn't in agreement with the way they wanted to do the money thing. I told these people go to the end of the world for the greed. Do your research on it. Yeah, I know. That motherfucker did a whole movie on it. They was on the boat. They playing music. They had Leonardo DiCaprio. Ain't had nothing to do with that, bro. This is the mind games these folk play on us. Do your research. It's going to blow your mind if you haven't already. But I'm just showing you how far they would go to accomplish the things that they're set out to do. And there was a few people that were supposed to get on that boat that got off at the right time because they knew that that boat was going to sink. All because they wanted to get rid of some people, some real healthy, wealthy people that didn't agree with what they was trying to do with the money. Setting up this whole money thing. Like, y'all think, oh, the Federal Reserve is federal. Ain't nothing federal about that shit. It's owned by families. The Rothschilds is one of them. You're talking about a family who's worth, they would say, an estimated $400 billion to $1 trillion. People, we just got to understand what's going on. Keep saying there's more of us than them. We don't have to go by these systems. We don't, to be honest. But if you know anything about the FED Now, they're going to know how much you spend, what type of money you got, how much you get paid. Not only that, they'll be able to cut your money off. And I showed y'all that with the blockage up there in Canada, with the truck drivers, when they went on strike. Because coming from Canada to America, we get a lot of exports from Canada. And them truckers weren't having it. And they did what anybody should do, stand up for your right. Like Bob Marley say, stand up for your right. But when they stood up for their right, these motherfuckers already knew, you know, that they could do what they did, which was they shut their money off. So the truckers weren't able to pay their bills, weren't able to pay their insurance. I think they even went to the insurance companies and canceled their insurance. All the truckers that they got their tags. So that's how, see, that's how they get you. Run your tag, they got all your information. So now you see why they want your information. Why you got to put your name on a plane ticket when you fly? Cause they want to know who you. The bitches want to know everything, and we just sit there and give it to them. That's crazy, bro. Like, I don't think people gonna ever wake up out this coma, this dream world. But they was able to get these people tag numbers, get all the information, cut their money off. And this is what they want to do. When you centralize this money, they're gonna cut it off. But I'm gonna tell you this, they'll be able to control your money. So if you go on a run, you want it, they know where you spend your money at. They know how much you spent, they know how much you got, and they can cut it off at any time. That's too much control, bro. That's too much fucking control. Now I'm gonna say this. Don't get CBDC mixed up with cryptocurrency. And this is why it's a big thing about cryptocurrency. Now I'm gonna show y'all something right quick. And it's gonna make sense on why one side wanna go with the CBDC, which is the central banking digital currency. See, digital currency can be manipulated and controlled by a group of people. And cryptocurrency supposedly not, okay? It's decentralized. But anyway, y'all check this out and see it for yourself, and you'll wonder why these motherfuckers fighting for us to go cashless, but they want to go with CBDC and not cryptocurrency. Check this out. All right, check this out. It says it right here that CBDCs are not cryptocurrencies. CBDCs are controlled by a central bank, which are people, okay? And whereas cryptocurrencies are almost always decentralized, meaning they cannot be regulated by a single authority. See, it's more control over the CBDCs, which is the central banking digital currency, and there's not as much as control on cryptocurrencies. And this is why they fight for CBDCs to control us. Back to the video. Boom. So basically, if they go CBDC, they can centralize the money, right? Put it all on the grid. And that's why I told you all this smart this and smart that. Your Ring cameras. Don't you know they got you know, I'm gonna do a whole nother video on that, on the Ring cameras that's owned by Amazon and what they're doing and how they are affiliated with a lot of law enforcement. So a lot of y'all Ring cameras and the stuff that y'all capture for them, you see how they coerce you to do stuff, and you're participating in your own demise and don't even know it. But all the videos that you capture on your Ring camera, everything that you do, that's centralized, that's on a central base. They record it. Like, they know you're basically being a monitor for them. Go back to Big Brother. I knew about Big Brother when I was 14 years old, and I'll be damned, they came out with a show called Big Brother, which was about surveillance. Do your research. Go look up Big Brother, and it's gonna blow your mind. Anyway, that's another video with the Green camera. But I'm just showing y'all all this smart that, smart refrigerator, smart door locks, and smart this. Anytime you can, so Siri do this and Siri do that. Everybody want to be so modern, but you're falling right into their trap. So everything that you can do that's centralized, that's on a central base, they can see you and they can hack it. They know what you're doing. They know what you like. They know how you like your AC. They know everything about you, man. But anyway, people don't understand how powerful that is when you're controlling millions of people. We just pretty much fall into the arms of their mercy. Anyway, I want y'all to check that out, man. Be aware of what's coming. Fed Now is a program that's not just coming. That bitch is really here. But they're going to roll it out, I want to say next year, July. I want to say July 23rd, maybe before then, I don't know. But look into it, because if they was to do that and y'all start, like people start going with, like I said, it's going to be just like WeChat Pay in China. They'll be able to do everything from that one app, pay all your bills, receive your money, no late fees. So people going to jump on it. You know how they do. People going to jump on it. But at the same time, just know what's going to happen, okay? Just know what's going to happen. So it's your boy Papa Duck. Yes, I brought you this, and I'm telling you this. If you haven't already heard, I'm just informing you about it. Don't shoot the messenger. All right? I'm on y'all side. But anyway, we got to start doing something about these situations as people. Start pulling out from this shit, man, because the more we give them the control over us, it's going to be over. Because you got to understand, this is the killer, and I'm going to let y'all go. We as older people in our 30s and up, we got a good idea of what's going on. But the babies, the children that's growing up within the thick of what's going on, they're not going to have nothing to compare this to. They're just gonna be thinking like this is the way we do stuff. That's why younger people are more susceptible of accepting this shit because they don't know the difference between a beeper, some shit we had back in the days versus a phone that you could talk on like I'm talking on now. All this was space age to us. But imagine growing up in the thick of this, where this is all you know. This is not foreign to you. This is how I grew up. And in the mind, whatever you put in it is what come out. We don't understand. We don't look at it that way. And that's how you gotta look at it. So with that being said, they're gonna be the one to suffer the most because they're not gonna know the difference. They're just gonna be in a world that it was born into, where this stuff is already existing, and psychologically they won't know the difference. They just know this is how things are. They don't know where we came from to where we are today. So if you 30 plus, this is an interesting time to be living. I tell y'all that all the time because you can really depict the difference on where we was to where we at. But if you don't know where we was, you just where we at, like the kids are, you're screwed. So like I say, man, if you made this fun video, thank y'all for allowing me to be heard, man. I really appreciate that. And I tell y'all all the time, in order for you to be found, your ass must first be lost. Double salute, man. I love y'all. Check me out on this video, and please share my videos. That's all I ask. Because I see videos getting millions of views and they ain't talking about it. Okay? Love.